Hey, what's happening? And welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today's power yoga class is a workout for our backs. So we will be building both strength and flexibility in the back body. All right, let's get started. We begin today's practice in extended child's pose. Bring the big toes together, the knees go wide. Walk your hands forward. Breathe in to come up onto the fingertips. Breathe out to begin to sit back towards the heels, allowing the chest and the forearms to melt towards the earth. Last to release is the forehead. We are not going to be here for long. If extended child's pose is not your thing, feel free to find a comfortable seat. We are here for 3 breath cycles. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out through the nose or the mouth. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Press into your foundation to rise up. Walk your knees under your hips and the wrists under the shoulders. Let's jump into some cat-cows to warm up the spine and to encourage some movement in the back body. Breathe in to reach the tailbone towards the sky, dropping the belly, opening on up through the chest. Look forward. Exhale to tuck the tailbone under, rounding through the spine, chin towards the chest. 2 more. Breathe in. Cow pose. Exhale to cat. Breathe in. Cow pose. Breathe out to cat. Breathe in to find a neutral spine. Step your right foot back, followed by your left foot. Plank pose. Pressing away from the mat. There's kind of a doming that happens in your upper back body. Heels reach towards the back edge of the mat, hugging the belly button towards the spine. Now begin to walk your feet forward, keeping your knees lifted away from the mat. Knees underneath the hip points, hovering table. Walk it back to a plank. Then walk your feet forward, knees underneath the hips. And then step or hop your feet back to a plank. Then walk the feet back on up, finding a hovering table. Lower your knees down to the mat. You are doing an awesome job. Take a break off of the wrists for a moment, walking your hands back and sitting back towards the heels. Feel free to keep your toes curled under for a lovely stretch in the feet. Rotate through your wrists. You can point your fingers down towards the ground and breathe. Feel free to take a sip of water here. All right, let's make our way back to our hands and knees, finding a tabletop position. Wrists stacked under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Press into your foundation, all that is touching the earth. Rock your pelvis forward to create length in the low back. We will do our best to maintain this length as we explore bird dog. Step your right foot behind you, toes on the mat. There's an option to stay here. Breathe in, and then on the exhale, lift the right foot away from the mat, bringing your leg parallel to the sky. Pressing into the top of your left foot for stability. Toes dial down to level out the hips. Breathe in, and then on your breath out, reach your left hand forward. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to tap left elbow to right knee. Breathe in to lengthen and extend. Exhale to hug it all in. Squeeze. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to tap. Breathe in to lengthen and extend. Exhale back to tabletop position. Other side. Step the left foot back, toes on the mat to start. Make this practice your own. Feel free to stay here with the toes on the mat. Let's breathe in together. And then on our exhale, lift the left foot off of the mat. Leg is parallel to the sky. Dial the toes down. Pressing into your foundation for stability. Breathe in. And then on the exhale, right hand goes forward. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to tap right elbow to left knee. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out to curl in. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to tap. Breathe in, lengthen, and then exhale all fours. Drop your elbows to where your hands were, coming down onto the forearms. Elbows under the shoulders. Interlace your fingers. Step your right foot back, followed by your left foot. Forearm plank. If you find that the bum is a little bit too high, you can lower it down a little bit until you can feel some really great work being done in the core. Brace your core. You got this, my friend. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower on down to the belly. Rest for a moment here. Take a sip of water if you would like. Breathe in and empty it out. Slide your hands so that way they are by your rib cage. Keep a bit of space between your legs. Uncurl your toes and press into the tops of your feet. Rock your pelvis forward, pressing pubic bone into the mat. Perhaps this action lifts the kneecaps. Draw the shoulder blades closer together. Breathe in to rise up, baby cobra, chest is open, chin tucked in. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in, baby cobra. So we are staying relatively low to the ground for this. Feel free to stay here or maybe play around with lifting your hands away from the mat, doing our best to keep our feet connected to the ground, building strength and flexibility in the back body, especially that low back. Breathe in. Breathe out to release and lower. One more time. Breathe in, baby cobra, and then maybe lifting the hands away from the mat. But there's also an option to keep the hands on the mat or the fingertips on the mat. Breathe in, and then exhale to release and lower. Curl your toes under, press into your foundation as you press up into a plank. Hold here for a breath cycle. Lower the knees down and make your way back to an extended child's pose. The knees go wide. 3 to 5 breath cycles here. This is a gentle counter stretch to the lovely work that we just did, so I hope that this feels good. Press into all that is touching the earth as we rise up. Swing the legs off to one side and let's come to lay on our backs. Oh yeah! Let's continue to build strength and flexibility in our back body with bridge pose. Walk your feet closer to your bum, feet hip distance apart. Arms and hands rest at your sides. Breathe in to lift the hips towards the sky. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back body. Lift the chest towards the chin and the chin towards the sky. Lovely. Exhale to slowly lower down. Breathe in to lift the hips towards the sky. Once you arrive here, I want you to really engage the glutes. Squeeze those cheeks. Press into your feet. Imagine that you are trying to tear your yoga mat in half. Exhale to lower down. One more time. Breathe in to lift. Perhaps this time lifting the heels away from the mat. Breathe out to lower and release. Heels can rest back on the mat. Hug your right knee in and send your left leg out long. Extend your right arm to the side, perpendicular to your body. Now with the left hand, begin to guide your right knee over towards the left side, finding a spinal twist. Doing our best to keep the right shoulder blade pinned to the earth. But please know that it is okay if the shoulder blade lifts. We are just trying to keep the chest nice and open. Breathe here for 3 breath cycles. Let's breathe in together. And then exhale to come back to center. Left knee comes in and the right leg extends. Left arm rests on the ground. Right hand guides the left knee towards the right side. Let's rest and release here for 3 breath cycles. Let's breathe in together. And then exhale to come back to center. Hug both knees in. Place your hands on your knees and stack your knees over the hip points. Take your knees in a circular motion one way. And then the other way. Massaging the low back. Wonderful. Find stillness. Allow your feet to return to the mat and then walk your feet to the long edges of the mat with the toes splaying out. Now allow the knees to fall in. Eventually they connect and rest there. Hands can rest on the belly. Feel free to close your eyes. Breathe in, sending the breath towards the belly. perhaps feeling the hands rise. And then breathe out. Belly button begins to sink towards the spine. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and then empty it out. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope that you enjoyed this power yoga workout for the back. Bring your hands together and then to your third eye. One final breath in and then breathe out. Have a lovely day. Namaste. Thank you so much, Roxanne Russell and Daniela Joy, for your ongoing support and feedback. I am so grateful for you both.